Ish. Okay, everything's charged-ish. Drink. Yep. And hello, hello, hello. Alright. Let's get this party started. I am now going to, blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. I'm a little nervous. I shouldn't be nervous because this is just like I've done a load of times before. Play the game, crush it, and get the BP, or have a good session and not. It's all positive today. All positive. So, you'll excuse me, I'm actually popping the top one dessert as we speak. So, alright, here we go. So, let's clip notes this, shall we? Alright, sorry. A little distracted, but I really wanted to get the stream started. I'm a little not prepared, but we'll be ready to go in a second. So here's where we are. We are on the West Coast, California, baby. Let's pull it up one map. Let's go up. There we go. Okay, so here's what's going on, guys. Okay, Cliff Notes goes a little something like this. We got the three subsystems that we needed for Gaia already. All right. So we don't worry about that. We got 3 subsystems. Oh, it's an alarm. So we had 3 subsystems, and when we got the 3 subsystems, unfortunately we ran into a problem. So now we are in the far west of the game's map, San Francisco. We're looking for a master, beyond master override. In fact, only one person has that override. And as far as we know, he's been dead for 1,000 years. So, go to California, get the override, fix the world. That's the story in a nutshell. As far as quests go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're on quest number Unlucky 13. Now, here's what I'm interested in doing. Look at this. Before I jump in, you see this? Logically, that says minimum level. I think we're going to try that. So anyway, we have 6. We actually have 5. Where's it? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're at 13 quests so far, so we have 4 quests left to the end of the game. Not too hard, right? Logically, because I'm at level cap. You see, level 50, level cap. I should be able to just walk the rest of the game. And that's probably what's going to end up happening. So, So, let's go. Uh-oh.
That door is all that stands between me and destiny.
Indeed, my Theo.
Whoops.
So many years of toil have led up to this moment. This door.
It will be worth it. I know it will, my lord.
This water's warm. Seems like a hot spring. Look at that thing. It's huge. It goes all the way down to the bottom. There's a rupture up there. Maybe a way in. Yeah, this could get me inside.
Alright, so, still trying to figure out a plan for what comes next. Of course, I got a bunch of games, and I still think I can do a little better on my PB, so this is a long-term progress, but I think I might be ready to take another break.
Looks like this tunnel leads deeper into the structure.
Whew! So what's in here? Oh, it's all flooded.
Stop that turbine around here somewhere. Stop the turbine. Good.
Ah! What's this? Ah, we're stuck. Oh, what's behind here? Here we go.
Okay, I'm inside, but how do I let the Quen in? Looks like an exercise room?
Here I am again, hiding in the gym, writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigori's dead. Our so-called spiritual leader was fine yesterday, and then suddenly passed away in his sleep, and no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death. Here I am again, hiding in the gym, writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigori's dead. Our so-called spiritual leader was fine yesterday, and then suddenly passed away in his sleep, and no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death, even after the end of the world.
So Ted had other people in here with him, including a teenage girl. The living area. It's pretty big, too.
There's nothing normal about a scientist, his daughter, a guru, and well, let's face it, a harem living through the end times in a trillionaire's underground survival bunker. But now that Grigori's gone, I'm worried things will get even weirder. He helped keep Ted stable for a couple of years, sort of. Without him, who knows? And we don't even understand what happened to him.
The girl's right. Nothing normal about Ted.
What's this? Well, more stuff. Yeah, this is just getting creepier and creepier. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Let's hope this is the way to the main door, so I can let the Quen in.
I know everyone's reeling after Grigori's untimely demise. He was a deeply spiritual man who wasn't afraid to rip back the curtain and gaze where few men dare. I've asked Dr. Sumtow to, check on what happened to him. Sure he had some kind of condition or something. The main point is that while we certainly miss him, we will go on. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, something tells me it didn't turn out that way. Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker. That looks like some kind of access control.
Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife sim preening for the hubby's attention. But Brianna, the hollow singer, she's different. She's always been nice to me. And I love her voice, which has been conspicuously silent since Grigori died. She doesn't speculate or gossip like the others. She knows something. I can tell. And I'm gonna find out what it is. Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife sim preening for the hubby's attention. But Brianna, the hollow singer, she's different. She's always been nice to me. And I love her voice, which has been conspicuously silent since Grigori died. She doesn't speculate or gossip like the others. She knows something. I can tell. And I'm gonna find out what it is.
Good.
There it is.
An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. I knew you could do it.
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
Oh, why are you dressed like Ted Faro?
I am Pharaoh, renewed. My essence is the same as his. Across the years, across the generations. His soul is my soul. His will is my will. We are sundered in only one.
Did you see that? It skipped and reloaded my
Shall we proceed?
Sobek's raiment. Ah.
Look at this place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain. Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his Pharaoh's visage, a monument to greatness.
It's a monument to something. I'll give you...
Brianna didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant, hideous statue of...
Did you discover some data? Great risks bring great bounties.
Brianna
Overseer.
didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. At his eyes. And I know now that
this way
he's
might lead
watching.
down.
He's watching us all. He's always had power over us. I just never knew how much.
Remember every detail of his, Bohai, for posterity.
It will be its own chapter in your legacy, my lord.
discussion of your feet, Bohai.
Brianna told me that Grigori hacked into restricted files and found out something awful. That Ted murdered important people who worked on Zero Dawn. Did Ted punish Grigori? Kill him for discovering what he did? How could that be? Dad said there wasn't a mark on Grigori's body. His heart just gave out.
Find anything interesting?
I can't make sense of this.
Uh-huh. And we're stuck! Oh, I'm stuck! Oh, well, that sucks. Ah. There's got to be a way out. Well, alright, bad news. Oh, that sucks. I got stuck, so I had to restart. This is lovely. Now, how far... I didn't save the game at all. I have not saved this game, so... I worry about just how far back I've gone. Yeah, this sucks.
Look at the grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain.
Alright, there we go.
Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificence, perhaps we should leave guards behind for the
Alright, so long story short.
Pharaoh's visage, a monument to greatness.
Long story short.
Into something, I'll give you that.
Did you discover some data? Great risks
Brianna
bring
didn't wake
great
up this morning.
bounties, Overseer.
She's gone. Just like Grigori.
Alright,
I'm
so
looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall.
now I am
Eyes. And I know
semi-angry.
now that he's watching. He's watching us all. He's always had power over
I
us.
think this way might lead down.
I just never knew how much.
So apparently I can't horse around and do anything actually ludicrous, because if I do I'll get stuck. So
No less than he deserved.
Of course.
I mean, this
Wonder
is
if Pharaoh had a footbath in here. I've
Find
always
anything interesting?
I am.
Brianna told me that
I can't make sense of it yet.
Brianna told me that Grigori hacked into restricted files and found out something awful. That Ted murdered important people who worked on Zero Dawn.
So hey, this is weird.
Yeah, I tried to warn you.
Yeah, sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Those certainly look threatening.
Ah, statues. The guardians of Pharaoh's domain.
I don't think those are statues. I think those are fully intact.
Those aren't statues. Look out!
They're
Get the CO
Kopesh's.
out of here.
Guess it's just us then. We can turn this around.
That must have hurt. The diviner is down.
Oh, lovely. Alright, not exactly what I was hoping for.
Well fought.
Brianna didn't wake up this morning.
Thanks.
Where's Overseer
She's gone.
Bohai?
He has decided to return to the surface. A wise choice. We can't afford to lose any more diviners than necessary. So, no more delays. We must
Brianna
proceed.
didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant. Brianna didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant.
Why won't you freaking play the whole clip?
Brianna didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. His eyes. And I know now that he's watching. He's watching us all. He's always had power over us. I just never knew how much.
Yes, that looks like the way.
When I built this place, when its special systems were designed, I knew what I wanted. Protection, of course. An unlimited power source, that was a given. But also... control. Over every possible eventuality. After all, you never know what'll happen, especially when the human element is involved.
What did you find?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I guess I don't.
Ever deeper we go.
Oh, my feet. Oh, what? Yeah.
What is that? A reclining throne, attached to some kind of apparatus. I wonder what it does. An impressive setup. What is it for? What about the living ancestor? Is the data lost to her? Scan the device, if you will.
Okay. This is getting creepier.
Please, scan the device.
You did this for him? You put, like, off switches in everyone's heads?
Kenya,
Tell me
you
what your
mustn't
focus
judge me.
reveals about the device.
I had no choice. If I said no, what would he do to us? What would he do to you? You're my little girl. I was trying to keep you alive.
For what, Dad? Seriously, why?
Scan the device.
So we can be trapped
if
in
you
this
will.
underground nightmare? You know what we have to do. Please.
Did you find a recording, Aloy?
Yeah. I'll share it with you later.
Made a minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations. Hopefully, There will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted'll do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. Picanya.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he was the renewer. Of course he would have stopped at nothing to grasp the secrets of life and death. But not for himself. Everything he did was for a new beginning. For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Pharaoh.
Is that a small office? For a minor functionary, perhaps?
An automated geothermal energy plant right under the city of San Francisco. A marvel. Even I can run it.
Look at all
Let's
this
face it,
equipment.
I was
We're
always
getting
more of a
closer to the heart
visionary
of
than
this
an
place.
engineer.
I can feel it.
Which is why I had the foresight to insist on the inclusion of a very unique feature. Just in case anyone ever tries to steal my cheese, so to speak.
Uh-oh.
Break the door down.
I'm going to look for another way in.
Good idea. It's worked before.
Very well. Get to it. Hurry! Break it open!
I don't think it'll connect.
Open that door! Ah, is that a vent of some sort? Not a bad idea.
But there are no people, so...
Gone. Did you make it to the other side?
A console. Maybe I can access Ted's files from here. There. Omega clearance. Got it. What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Somtown's dead. Along with his kid. Found him on the floor of his office this morning, holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered them life. And this is how they repaid me. By leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Liz's future. Liz's children. Someday they'll come. And I'll be here to greet them. Sometimes said my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal. I just need some time for the mutations to calm down. Time. And energy. Sometimes said the reactor can give me what I need. To grow strong again. To get my shit back together. So I can greet the kids.
What? What?
They're gonna need me. My advice. My guidance. And then I won't be alone anymore.
Pharaoh's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
Then they must be in there.
Oh, hell.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now. At last, Pharaoh's legacy is mine. Is that?
It's him.
Burn it to ash.
Wait, no. Pharaoh has it rigged to melt down.
Kill them too. No witnesses. Get anywhere without supplies.
And yep, this run is starting off spectacularly. Excuse me. Oh, this is going completely sideways off the rails down the street and around the corner. Excuse me.
We have to run. Now this will do some damage.
What? Oh boy. Like I said, this is turning out to be an absolutely fun. Alright, so once I do this, I gotta take, then we're gonna do, let's see, if I remember correctly, okay, so first we gotta do the, we take the,
Got her in my sight! They need help!
there we go.
More soldiers, up ahead!
It's that Nora warrior!
Show her how we do things! Okay, better.
It's up here!
Oh, that's fine.
I can hit them from range.
This way. Alright.
Hurry, sire!
Come on!
Out of my way!
You okay?
What happened?
We found something that will help. Not just your homeland, but everywhere.
But where's the CO?
He's gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
What? No.
The CO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy. And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers to open fire.
Hold on. You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But we really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Fair enough.
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us killed. Oh, and instead, I get to join you.
Glad to have you. But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus, and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
Alright.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall. With the CO gone, maybe more Quen will be willing to talk. Might be worth looking around the island, too. I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress up.
Alright, heck with it. I need that tall neck. Alright, so I'm going to at least do the tall neck. because that tall neck is actually relatively easy. Once I do the tall neck, I'm going to check to see if there's any weaponry I can get my hands on. And once we get the tall neck, it's back to business.
Still getting that signal.
Oh, lovely. All right.
Going down. Should be harder to follow me in here. Or maybe not. Need more.
Come on. Whoa! Whoa!
ammo's out.
There we go. That was a fight.
Never seen a part like this before. That was cool. I actually sniped that bird all the way across. The signal's coming from that tonic. Good talks. Better be careful. Need ammo.
Alright. Alright. Good job.
what machine this belongs to. Another tall neck. Something seems to have knocked the tall neck down. Better take a look at the damage. These parts must have come from somewhere nearby. I should take a look around, see if I can find anything. Good thing I took them from your nest already. Let's hope this works.
All right. There's half of it.
Do it.
Cool.
Welcome back. Now I just need to find a way to come through it.
There we go. Steps.
I should be able to jump onto the tonic from here.
Ow! Oh. X, 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 X! Alright.
Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
Excellent. Up, up, up.
There we go. Climbed over at the big guy.
Perfect.
It's all right. I'm done.
All right. Okay, so alright, let's top everything off. And then we're gonna head back to we need to start making some headway like now.
Oh, they haven't found me yet.
Hey, you're back. Hey. Your arrival is a boon to our mission, Ancestor.
A living ancestor walks among us. Please. I didn't believe, but now I see. You truly are an ancestor reborn. A good omen if I ever saw one. I'm a scout for the expedition. Whatever I learn of this strange land, I will share with you. As is my duty to the ancestors. I should tell you then. My fellow scouts found ancient ruins west of here. They claim to have seen a relic of the ancestors inside, but couldn't find a way to retrieve it. Perhaps a living ancestor could discover a way where others could not.
Maybe. If I find myself in the area.
Your shoulder?
Fine. I need weapons.
Having a good day?
I still can't get over they called that dude the CEO. He's just like every other CEO, soulless monsters.
That must be the tower Jomar mentioned. It's full of sunwings. That can't be good. There, on the beach. A Quinn scout. I need to get closer. See if he's carrying a relic like Jomar mentioned. No relic. Can't be Jomar's brother. I should take a look around. See if I can find anyone else. Scouts. I should check if anybody's Jomar's brother. But I'll need to get rid of those machines first. I'm out of this ammo. all of them. I should check the scouts.
That was a
relic. Not sure if either of them are Oris. But maybe one of them dropped it as they fought off the machines? My focus might show me more. Huh. Nothing. Maybe my focus can pick up their tracks instead? There. Maybe Oris escaped the machines. Better see where it leads. Machine. It looks like it gave chase, but Oris fought it off. I'll have the override data for them. It looks like he ran inside the tower. Probably to escape those sunwings up there. Tracks end here. I must have climbed up this tower. Dead end. Maybe if I go outside, I can find another way up. Nothing to see here. Oh, another close one. This must be Oris. But there's only one way to be sure. I better check for the relic.
There it is.
The relic. And my focus picked up data on it.
Shit.
It's not a beacon, it's a tourist map of San Francisco. If the Quen could read this, they wouldn't need to send scouts out blind. I should tell Alva.
Aloy, I'm here.
Alva, I found some data I think Bohai might be interested in seeing. I'm sending it to you now.
I'll pass it along.
Thanks. I better take this relic back with me. Give it back to Jomar. Along with the bad news. I think someone's in trouble.
I'm sorry, I dropped it. What happened, Tsunore? I thought I was done. The living ancestor. Tsunore! The living ancestor is here!
What were you doing trapped under a bridge?
There were wide maws. They smashed our boat and then... We were so busy escaping them that we ran into these machines and I slipped and fell.
It's dangerous out here.
I know. But Tsunore wanted to go on. We hadn't found any relics in the places the diviners told us to search. He wanted promotion. He insisted we try here. He was right. We found a relic with some data on it, but then the Wide Maws found us. They smashed our boat. And I dropped the relic into the waters when we ran.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Yes.
Where did you drop?
Down there.
Go back to landfall.
Recently returned to Union Square, this 85-foot column celebrates the American naval victory at Manila Bay. When their force of outdated vessels, the Philippines, many of the Spanish sailors must have known they faced a hopeless task. Driven by duty but poorly led, the Spanish fleet wrong place at the wrong time, and was destroyed by a technologically superior force. The old world had been defeated by the new.
Glide in. I'm here. I might as well tell that soldier what I found.
Did you?
I'm sorry.
How did he die?
The tower was a sunwing nest. He went in there looking for cover, but he was holding on to that when I found him.
Horace.
I read the data on it. It had a map that can help your people get the lay of the land without risking more scouts. All of us sharing it with Bohai right now. It's a good thing your brother protected it.
I'd trade all the data in the legacy to have my little brother back. But I'm glad that something meaningful came from his death. As promised, you now have access to my weapon stock. If you bring I can make you anything you see there. Actually, why don't you give this a try? One of our best. And if it's of use, you know where to find more.
Thank you. I'm really sorry for your loss.
It's the Overseer's group. I'm sure he'll be very generous.
I can provide you with powerful weapons if you so wish, Ancestor. I hope this aids you in your quest, Ancestor.
It's too freaking hot in here.
What do you think? Of course.
Living Ancestor, thank you so much. You saved my life.
I found the relic you lost.
Right?
It's a recording. A history of the place where you found it and A warning that you should choose your battles carefully.
Where is the base? Bang! Alright. We're not too far off the mark. The next part of this is going to be very difficult. Oh, that's why. Here we go. Let there be light. Alright, so in theory, we should be one step closer to the end. In theory. In theory. Alright, let's check the... Alright, so let's do this. Main quest is Gemini. Alright, let's see, where are we now? Game progression, 55%, 50 hours in. Quests. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 3. Okay, we're at 3. Sweet, we are in. Alright,
Beta's so frustrating. I don't get how she can be so negative all the time. I mean, we're clones of the same woman, and yet... she couldn't be more different from Elizabeth.
I want to use some equipment. Outfits. Awesome outfits. Sobek's raiment. Oh!
Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
How are your studies?
I wanted to learn more. I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I know what he reminds me of.
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tanakh. Her mind is sharp. That much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she...
I will take your word.
You wanted to talk about...
Indeed.
Okay.
Not how. Where. Right where the river bends.
Sure, if you want.
You'll see when we get...
Then I'll let you know what...
You have my thanks.
I have to go now.
Then...
Like I said...
May the 10...
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay, how about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named CO, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro, a renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
Oh boy.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners. Peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that. You mentioned
her name. It brought...
Why? What happens?
So, like the focus... Well, last time I was... Because of my... But...
The ancestors, is that...
Yes and no. Those whose legacy taught warfare...
The CO called Elizabeth Sobek and...
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the...
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door. And more convinced that the title of CO was no... You heard him? Spouting nonsense. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who's...
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes... But what the CO became was a complete principle diviners stand for. I'm sorry.
So, Bohai.
He won't execute people on a whim, but he's hardly... I can't tell you how many times he took... The best thing I can say about him...
Yep, sounds about... Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of...
Diviners are meant to seek out... and many Imperials sponsor them in the hope the Empire can put to use. But the Board of Overseers detrimental to the stability of, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
You mentioned...
The Zenith who tried to... He is known to the Quen as the Protector, combing through data related to weapons, knowledge our rulers use. That's why he's one of our... But, based on... It appears he's yet another
Well...
If only the...
Beta mentioned...
I'm afraid I don't... Whatever legacy they left...
I see you've been...
It's been fascinating. What would have taken me, like the database you helped with this? This could revolution... That is... A diviner has never... And knowing you, I suspect there is... But I was sent here to help you. Maybe it'll help the Quen find...
I imagine.
It's funny because... Not that you are... I mean... but even...
Yeah. I hope...
Oh, yeah. And they... It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only...
Sounds restrictive.
Yeah, you are...
I need to get...
It will...
I hope so.
Then...
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
There she is.
Maniacs.
I'll remember that next time I go trap.
At least I got what we...
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
You look tired.
Ha! I've just been making sure that I got everything. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up.
You'll do fine, Errand. Have you
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her... She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little... But I can see why you...
Ash, I'll...
Aloy, may we speak?
From the look on your face...
I got Omega...
As soon as you give...
I see all of us.
Our new Quen friend, the moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Yeah, that's all before you. Now that I have Omega... We can...
Can't wait to...
Better them than us. Once Guy...
The seed. What?
I'm glad you...
Don't forget...
I should go.
Of course.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
I could bear... Varro gave... Though when she turned soap... We showed her to the archive. She hasn't left the...
Sounds like all...
Oh. For helping with the land.
Thank you, Sal.
You deserve much.
And... How are things with...
Slightly... Apparently they called it... meat. You'd think we have...
Read anything?
I found... Apparently it... That and cleanse me. Yes, to know... Came in...
How to go with...
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the... I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his... But of course they had no choice, even if it meant all their preaching about me. To be honest, I found the
I'm glad. They're lucky. I need to get...
Right, that means...
Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered. Or something like that. I think it was just flat bread. And some sauce. I like it already.
Gonna be harder to see in the snow.
Alright, let's do this thing with Katalo. Then we can get to Gemini, and then once we do Gemini, we got, oh my. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Alright, once we finish Katalo's mission, I'm going to do the upgrades, then we'll head to Gemini. The Gemini one is going to be very rough.
This is what Kotalo wanted us to test out his new arm. Hey, Kotalo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly. Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Fair enough.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
All right, talk to me, Kotalo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
After you.
Nice.
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels... wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The 10 be with you, Aloy.
That was weird. I don't know, that was odd. I'm gonna have to fight a Scorcher again so I can try to figure out how the hell this is working. Just seems weird that the ice did nothing, but once no, what's the loadout? That's what it is. Let's check the loadout. Holy crap! I forgot about that. My loadout. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That is the almost perfect setup. Increased buildup of increased acid buildup, chance of instant corrosion stat. Ooh, that is filthy. Alright, one more thing. Inventory. Okay, so we got more weapons to deal with. It's not too late to learn new stuff, but I think for the moment the easiest thing to do is just to rock what we got. Simply because once I get into end game, that's gonna be it. But I wanna just oh, we'll see. Oh. This is probably going to be one of those things where I'm going to be running around the map for hours hunting things. I don't mind that at all. Water.
Well, they didn't have two left.
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct, but the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate... Aloy.
I know.
As you wish. He should be well equipped to face the battle.
Good.
Yeah, there is. I have.
Oh, I guess I never really thought that other.
Based on my observations, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout, he also suggested. That is what I.
Is.
Yeah, I believe he aims.
I'd be interested.
It appears to be a pride. He has. In the suit and
what that
correct.
How could Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project?
It is plausible he tasked his up to the Zero Dawn system. My predecessor didn't until he acted. It is in effect a blind spot.
So
we
and then
no.
And during that the other a memorial to something. Do you know any?
My knowledge of, however, such condition, an increase in dust.
But they wouldn't have built. So
yes, levels in the clock.
There was an ancient. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh plague, as automated machine, it is possible the.
So they fought against until the mountain was blasted. So it's where they created the. Did Elizabeth?
It is likely she was, though her focus.
That makes sense. If they've been able to deploy it against the.
Using the data, I ran several simulations. In all scenarios, deactivate the wreath before.
So Zero Dawn really. There was a lot of data in the green. Do you think it'll?
I will run it complete, which may be beneficial to the.
But new crops aren't going to save the.
It is.
So, what do you think Ted would have done if his life...
It seems he convinced him, given the tribal and his ability to use Omega Clip. I imagine he would have convinced to worship him as their patron.
Okay. Aside from Gaia Prime and there was one other underground facility that was sealed before Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn stopped. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life. My data indicates the facility went on.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown.
So Gemini has 2 data, but you mentioned something.
When my construction, the data core, so a second core was built.
Lucky for us.
No. Goodbye.
Focus acting up again.
That's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Nah. Usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb. Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible.
We don't have it.
Good luck.
Beta, you have. It's 1. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take alone in a. Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! I told you from the beginning we'll. Beta. Leave me alone! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. You have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Whenever you are ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others.
Hey,
Are you sure we should... Whatever went on... Not that I'm judging. Forge...
I think we'll be fine.
I'm glad to...
After we get
It wasn't that bad. Besides, going... the soldiers, the ones that... they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the... I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for hour. As long as I can do that for you...
Thank you, Erend.
Okay, enough.
Anybody...
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what... And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff.
What about Katala?
Ah, now there's a man that can hold it. Pretty sure we downed half a keg.
I should go.
That same here.
Not at the ones is
not anymore.
To understand. Oh,
you meant
yes. I found it's called Leviathan. A sprawl. The legacy, but it's insane.
Another pharaoh?
No. So if we can acquire that data, Every year, my sister gets terrible with Leviathan.
Okay.
That's the... But, would you come with... You're much better.
Of course.
Thank you.
Must be... And here on Earth.
Yeah, maybe Nikita around? The legacy tells us she brought or Sung Jiao, whom we call the healer. It is said she found new ways, but my curiosity, our view of this, perhaps it is...
Any more data cut?
All of it? I'm we knew the ancestors had made it. In fact, we theorized, but Sirius is, and we thought journeying across the ocean, the sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes. Where I grew up, everyone from a fire lit by the goddess to guide.
A little. I did hear her singing with seemed so like every and she looked happier. I felt.
You should ask So to teach you.
Maybe.
If
you have no. Gaia's explained your plan in deep. I've even received some Ian.
What kind of it?
He.
For now. Any more?
All we in at the
The Quen are way where I grew up from a fire.
Kotalo showed me. I recall reading about robotic, but I never technology like that. Think of what it could do for. But knowing the Imperial
replacing body parts as they grow. I should go make
Mayor.
And
I appreciate.
Hey, we'll be going after.
I've already got the
good.
I heard you in
news.
There was a healthy crop. We're going, but it may fighting if it helps for a moment.
I don't.
As
you'll hear.
Aloy, it sounded like
we just.
Does that effect? I can.
Funny. I hope firing off the.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing.
Yeah. Any last findings?
Not really.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, what will you and Zoe do?
I hope she'll come with me, and I'll go with her to Plains. She'll probably want to talk to her people. We'll figure it out.
I know you will.
Anxious. I heard Kotalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
You were right, you know. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, but the truth is he gave me a lot.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
I'm glad.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running.
Alright, here we go.
Hello again, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
So, I guess you heard all that below? With Beta?
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
But I know.
What?
Yeah?
I like
3. So what will happen to this place?
All systems within this facility, as Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is...
Let's hope so. Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave up. Thanks, Gaia.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so it looks like on our way. Here we go. I think about Aaron sometimes, and I don't know if what he has for Aloy is love as much as he sees that she needs she's always there for everyone else, but she has no one that's there for her. And not everything has to be about romantic love. You can love someone without wanting to be loved.
Connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment.
I like that. Look at that, it's a face.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Capture imminent. Initiate contingency. 13 die.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready!
Here they come! Time to fight! Stay back! Take this ammo!
Aloy! Help!
Get back!
Oh!
Aloy! Need a hand over here!
It's really angry!
Get back! That was a well-placed hit! Over here, you! Aloy! Get a hand over here! Get away from Beta!
That's all of them for now. You two okay?
Do it, I guess. Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. This'll be in my stash when I need it. Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus.